kid.
We'd like some money.
Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
Aren't you ashamed? We got whores on the city. We need backup now. Don't be so dang literal.
Well, you've got one heck of a nerve.
Oh my God! The government is here! Run!
Hey, barkeep, whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
Ich bin ein Springfielder.
Shut the hell up. I've got the strangest feeling someone's gonna kick his ass.
All right, everybody, you're here joining us for another Toonular watch along, and today is kind of a weird one because we're watching something secret, something secret, something leaked, something that I can't even play, so you'll just see a fuzzy TV and no audio. But if you want to go find it, the Married with Children, apparently the animated pitch or intro has leaked on the internet, and I sent this
As
to you.
leaked.
Yeah.
After how long? Like, what, 2 years, people talking about this?
Yeah.
And finally, we get some drippings.
And I saw, so, little backstory, too. A while ago, I'd say about a week or two ago, old roommate Bergio had texted me, like, hey, did you see this? The Married with Children's replacing Family Guy on this time slot on Fox. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because, I don't know, I see shit constantly, you know? So, like, I didn't see that. That's crazy, you know? And I Googled it, couldn't find jack shit. Like, Bergio had sent me stills. I could not find these stills anywhere. Could not find anything except for that Deadline article from like 2022 talking about the conception of the show. And
Oh, wow.
then I kept seeing like videos starting to pop up on socials. I mean, have you seen any videos, anything pop up?
So I've seen like a title card pop
Yeah,
up.
that's what I've
but
seen.
Nothing else really.
And
you
then-
know what I mean? It's one of those like rumored sort of things that Hollywood talks about for like 20 years and then never does.
And then
is
today
what it feels
too,
like.
with like not even just AI, but just in general of like how people are good at editing these days. It was like I was like, all right, anyone could have made whatever intro they're putting out there, you know.
Anybody.
But then Romalo, our friend of the show, Andrew Romalo, we were hanging out yesterday watching some wrestling, and he was like, "Hey, have you seen this Married with Children like full intro thing?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "I think that's fake." He's like, "No, dude. Like, look, I have this Reddit link," and he sent me the link that I sent to you yesterday.
Nice.
And you know, we were recording this pretty. You know, by the time this episode comes out, maybe there'll be more news than we know about currently.
Than we know about now, because again, we are putting these in the bag because summer is going to be fucked up.
But yeah, I mean, I had to talk about this because it's just like it's crazy.
Well, it's too cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. It's like too cool for school. And depending on how they do it, like, there were always fantastical sort of elements to Married with Children. Like, it could get cartoony at points. And if they're actually making it a fucking cartoon, just think about where some of it could go. If they hold on to a level of realism.
And we'll watch it in a second, you know, to kind of figure it out. But I mean, I think Married with Children would make a great animated show, especially now. Like they're all older, but they all can still like kind of still act in a way, you know. Especially was it Christina Applegate, right? So you
Yes.
say her, right? Her going through her MS and all this stuff. Like now she can still kind of make some bank and still, you know, have fun.
Exactly. And still get out there and do it. And she was did you see when she got like her star or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about like tugging on some heartstrings, but being an absolute champion in that moment. Like that
Yeah, I
lady
think some of the Married with Children
Harf.
people too there, right? Wasn't the whole family there?
Katie was there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Katie
yeah.
Seagal was there. I believe Al was there. Yeah. Ed O'Neill.
And Ed
Maybe
O'Neill's getting
David,
old too,
Foster.
man. Like, so, you know, to have him still kind of voice Al, you know, I think he's in his, mid-70s now? Something like that? Early 70s? So,
Absolutely.
I think
yes.
it's a perfect. I think it's a good time for it. So, I know, we'll see. This is the pitch, apparently. Maybe we'll find out this is totally fake and not all made by AI. But
wouldn't that be great? Like years down the road, like or not even a year down the road, but a few months down the road, when we finally come back and we have to go back and just be like, "Whoops, sorry."
Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe we come back live now. The show's gonna air, and now we have something, you know, to talk about.
Dude, I just looked it up. Ed O'Neill is 78 years old.
Yeah, dude. So
78.
So exactly, cartoons. Put him on voice acting. Have him do like
That is wild.
They got another like at least 10 more seasons of these animated show. This animated show they can do. You know, they can pump it out.
10 seasons. He's 78. He'll be 88.
Yeah, but they're
90
shorter
when he's
episodes.
done.
He's got to record for he can record for like 2 weeks and make like 2 seasons out of it.
Well, that's valid. Okay, good. As long as they have the material, right?
Yeah. Or maybe eventually he'll just sell his voice, and then it will just be all AI.
Whoa.
All right, well, let's get this shit. Let's get started. So yeah, like I said, it's really hard to find on the internet. I'm on literally a Reddit page. I guess I don't know if I should out them with the exact Reddit page, but if you just Google it, you'll find it. And hopefully, I don't think we'll get Sony won't come after us. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
That's why I can't play literally a lick of any of this anywhere. But if you find it on the internet, it's 1 minute 39 seconds long. So, on that note, just like the dog said, let's start.
Let's go. Oh,
It just sounds like Peggy, man. Like this has to be their voice,
has to be.
and this looks like a Fox animation show. Like this looks like any other Fox animated show. A new house.
Bud's, well, Dumpwater, Florida. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's good. So,
nice.
Dumpwater, if I remember right, there's the episode where Al buys his, oh my God, like a property, right?
Yeah.
In Florida, like a retirement property. And I think it's in Dumpwater or something.
It makes. I'm assuming this is their retirement property. Also, I love the kids still live with them.
Of course they will. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a shoe
Shoe
sales.
sales inside the wallet as he's getting mugged.
He gets hugged. Getting hugged by the thief. Yeah, I'm all for it.
I mean, dude.
I'm in.
Okay. So 1,000 things going on there, right? Like 1,000 things.
Yeah.
They've packed up the old Dodge. They're headed down to the retirement property in Dumpwater, Florida from Chicago, right? Which is awesome.
Dumpwater.
It's just Al and the family that we saw, plus the people they're encountering inside of Dumpwater, Florida during the end song. how many episodes before Marcy shows up?
Yeah, right. I said Marcy's not in any of that. I mean, do you think, like, maybe I'm wrong? You can correct me, but didn't Marcy like hate the show, like the actual actor?
Well, she ended up directing a
Yeah, I know
bunch
she
of
directed a
episodes.
few.
I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like she's been maybe Amanda Bierce has been what do you retconning history? Oh, it's not funny now.
Yeah.
It was a different time sort of situation. I really don't know.
I love it. Fucking Jefferson is made to be a cartoon character.
Yes, and weirdly Steve.
Steve,
So
oh my god, they just bring Steve back. Like that would be funny. Like they move in and it turns out Steve is just their neighbor. Now he's fucking pissed, you know?
well, he left to go be like a forest ranger, remember?
Yeah.
So there's all the potential in the world that forest rangery did not work out for him, and now he's working back at a zoo in Florida. Or a potential like I can see him working with animals in this, and then somehow ending up like maybe a neighbor, maybe working for the Bundys at this point. You know what I mean? Like groundskeeper or something for wherever they are. Um, Marcy and Jefferson obviously will be moving down and going through turmoil. If I wanted to speculate, it would be one of those things where everything starts to go bad, but then it all turns around and it's going to be this big, happy sort of ending in the first episode.
Yeah.
Until there's a knock at the door and it's Marcy and Jefferson. And I like, honest to God, if I was writing it, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just going to be the Bundys. And then it's like, oh no, there they are.
There's the neighbors.
Mm-hmm. There's so many and it's funny because you had all these other characters and other things going on that like lended themselves to cartoon. Like when Al's when his barber died. Do you remember the one I'm talking about?
Not exactly, no.
Okay, so Al's barber dies and he refuses to get a haircut.
Oh, he doesn't want to get a
until
haircut.
He can find
like a new barber.
Yeah, and then he's just got this fucking stringy, gross like wig on or whatever. But that's a perfect cartoon moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is a perfect cartoon moment.
And setting in Florida.
You can just imagine like as he's going through finding a new barber, what they could do in a cartoon that's a little harder to do live action. All the different hairstyles they could give him, like an
I'm
Elvis
excited.
Presley.
Put it in Florida, man. You can get weird with it, Like Al discovers a giant anaconda in the backyard or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, just get weird.
I was gonna say Bundy's versus alligators.
Yeah. Or like the sinkhole joke in the beginning. There's like shit like that. Like,
well, all the Florida Man headlines.
Yeah.
Are
Kelly. Oh, Kelly's gonna date a Florida man with like face tattoos.
Yup. Face
Bud
tattoos.
is trying to get into spring break, and like he can't get into.
Oh my God! Can you imagine Grandmaster B at fucking Daytona Beach for spring break? Listen. I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I really, really am, and I think because it is a property that people genuinely care about, and I don't know. I get, as long as Seth MacFarlane is not involved, I'll be happy.
Well, I think in general, not even just the Seth MacFarlane stuff, but like the Fox animation stuff tends to suck. I mean, a lot of it sucks. But most recently, I haven't finished it though, but Crapopolis is pretty great. The Dan Harmon Fox show that he's been putting out. I haven't finished it yet, but I watched like half of the first season, and I just lost Hulu, so I just haven't finished it. But it's really good though. I really like it, especially because I really do not like Fox animation shows. I find them so boring, so to the T of what they are, and they don't break any boundaries. It just feels lazy.
It's very cookie cutter at a point in time when, paint by numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why they last for a season. They never last longer than literally one season of like a new show.
They found a formula and then they stick to that. Even like Family Guy, there's no, for all the groundbreaking shit that Fox used to do.
Yeah.
They just haven't in a while.
I know. I mean, you even say Family Guy was groundbreaking when it aired, but
It
now
was.
it's just like whatever. I don't know what they're doing now. It's just like all the shows they put out are constantly garbage.
Well, but like Family Guy is really, to me, is like way outlasted its welcome.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it
crazy.
it was good its first season. It got brought back, after being canceled for being too rowdy, and then the fans brought it back, and then it just stuck.
Yeah.
And like, I get it, but still go out on top. Go out when your
Yeah.
episodes are pretty good, or you have that first bad season, Then you're like, oh,
As-
the next one we were
As far as I know, Seth MacFarlane doesn't even do anything on Family Guy anymore, like creatively. Like as far as I know, like all these actors and MacFarlane, they just show up, for like an hour, 2 hours, say some shit, and then like leave. They collect their paycheck.
That's a perfect life.
Yeah. That's why I want to see all these Married with Children people do this show. I bet fucking Bud can use a paycheck like this.
David Faustino?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. But he's actually, I don't know. God, there's this weed movie, and I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. But it's got David Faustino and then Robert Stack from Unsolved Mysteries as a character called The Gooch. And it's like a heist movie. It's wild, and it's a great movie, actually. Hang on. Let me look it up. Yeah.
Because he had this show where he played like a version of himself from Married with Children. It was like a reality show where he's like not like he's like basically the poor version of himself, like trying to get acting roles. Yeah, Starving. That's what I remember.
Oh, that's funny.
It's only one season.
That's funny.
But all the
Okay.
Married with Children actors are in it too. And shit.
So it's called Killer Bud, and it was made in
Oh.
2001.
That sounds awesome.
It's called Killer Bud, and let's see. I'll give you a brief synopsis right quick. It says, after losing another job, two idiots embark on an adventure of mythic proportion to acquire feed bags, the discontinued entire meal in a bag, to impress their two equally dim-witted dates. When the only convenience store in town that carries the discontinued food item is found closed, Waylon and Buzz break in and can't break out.
Fuck yeah.
So they get stuck in a convenience store.
Nice. It's like Clerks, but with more weed.
Yeah, it's got Danielle Harris in it.
Nice.
Robert Stack, David Faustino. It's got some decent name in it for 23 years ago. And it's a fun watch, man. It's a fun watch.
Yeah, this is
Bud.
what, like 2001. So like Daniel Harris is just old enough to be in these kinds of movies. David Faustino is now not doing Married with Children. This guy, whoever made this movie, was like, put them all together. He just grabbed all these people.
Exactly. Exactly. But it's a good watch, man. I love early 2000s stoner comedies.
No, those are the best stoner comedies. I mean, they just are. Dude, Where's My Car?
There was
Harold and
another
Kumar.
one. There was another one like this with Jack Black in it, and they do Jesus Ranch. It's this sort of like half-assed. It's this. Oh my God, I'm so bad with names right now. Never get old, man.
I'm bad with names, and I'm not even as old as you.
I know, it's terrible. Let's see. It's another one of these. It's got Bong Water. There you go. Why I couldn't remember that. Have you ever seen Bong Water?
No. Now I kind of want just a movie called Bong Water. That sounds awesome.
Dude, it's actually Luke Wilson is in it, if I
Hell yeah.
remember right.
The better
And-
Wilson.
The better Wilson. Yeah. It's this was made in 98, so it's right on the cusp. Luke Wilson, Jack Black, Brittany Murphy, Alicia Witt, Andy Dick. I mean, and the list goes on. This is Oh, Jamie Kennedy. I almost forgot he's in it. This movie is wild, and it's so good, and it's so fun. But it also gets you thinking. It's kind of a dark movie.
Damn, Bongward, I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
Set
do
in
want
Portland,
to.
Oregon.
I do want to bring up this Deadline article because luckily this guy. I mean, you can still see my screen, right? I mean, this guy
Yeah, yeah,
luckily
yeah.
brought it up. This Deadline bit here. So Deadline reported an animated revival of this series was currently in the works. This is May 2022, so 2 years ago, like literally, kind of on the date that we're recording this.
Yeah.
And then it says Applegate confirmed in 2023 that O'Neill, Seagal, Festino remained attached to Revival, and they're just waiting. So this has to be real. Like this has to be a thing they made to pitch the show.
Has to be. Has to be. And somebody named Total Jerk says, "Is that real?" And then confirmed by Trek TR3K, they say
So it
yes.
has to be real. It
So
has to be.
You know that's reality.
Yeah.
These people on Reddit, they have all the information.
Because Total Jerk is just looking to shit on it, you know? And then Trek is coming in here. He knows someone.
He's got it. They understand it. It's how the internet works, right?
But yeah,
One guy asks a question, some other dude answers it. Done.
done. That's the answer. That's how you find all facts out in this world. But yeah, I don't know, this looks great. I'm all for it. At least I'm willing to give it a shot.
Whatever it is, I'm here for it. Yeah.
So
Give me
that's it.
more married. Period.
Yeah, more married. Period. Like exactly. Like don't try to reboot it or nothing. Give it this. And I feel like I said, I think this show kind of would thrive in this. I don't think a lot of other sitcoms would. You know.
Right. And the problem with like reboots or redos or recast or retellings and all of that is when the source material is as good as Married with Children was.
Yeah.
Like to do that with like another you can tell the story, call it something else. Don't call it a Married with Children reboot. You can kind of do the same thing. Dad with a bad job, ball busting wife that doesn't work, you know, all of that stuff. That story's been told 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It's been flipped on its ear. It's been whatever. But the thing is with this, not a reboot, not a retelling, not a whatever, just a continuation. Just give me new Bundy stories.
I mean, I will say the kids do look pretty young.
They do, yeah.
Like Bud does not look like he looks like Bud from like the early seasons with the haircut and shit.
Yeah. And Kelly, I mean, in the later seasons when Christina Applegate got the shorter haircut, almost looked like she was going for the Aniston, the Rachel hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. My Kelly Bundy's always been, you know, platinum, bleach blonde. Yeah.
See, I was always like, for me with Bud, I always like older Bud more because that's when he starts getting real horny. You know, he starts being like the annoying little brother and just becomes the horny younger brother.
The horny kid. Yeah, I agree. I like an older Bud too.
Because there's the one where he actually gets like a Playboy model or something to hang out with him in the basement, and everyone keeps coming down and like, I think Al's trying to dig a hole somewhere in the wall or some shit like that.
There's another episode, and I forget the full context or the full episode, but it's one of the greatest things in the world. In the beginning of it, Al is like checking himself out in the mirror, and he's like rubbing his hiney, and he's like flexing and everything. Later in the episode, he storms in on Bud in Bud's room, and literally Bud is doing the same thing that Al was, like checking out his butt, flexing in the mirror and all this, and Al's like, "What's your problem? And meanwhile, he does the exact same thing. Fucking great.
This show's the best. Hopefully, you gotta get back on our Married with Ben and James someday.
Yes, we have been on hiatus for what, a year and a half.
Yeah,
I don't
since
how long
420
of
of 2021.
No, not 2021. 2022 or 2022.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Shot in 2022.
Yeah, all right. So then, it was that 420.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but man, this
Been
show
a
brings me
while.
so much joy. I kind of need it.
It really does. Yeah, you ain't even playing.
All right, so Ben,
Maybe after summer. Maybe after summer we'll
Yeah.
break from our hiatus and finish the season.
I know we didn't finish the first season. We haven't even got to the good stuff, you know. Not that the first season
James,
isn't good. We haven't got to the stuff that makes the show.
What they call like the meat and potatoes.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, but what are you giving this, Ben? What are you?
Oh, I mean, just the trailer alone is a massive success for me. I hope it comes to fruition. The fact that we even have this is great.
Oh, did you hear me play Success?
Success.
Cool. Because I can't hear from my mixer, so I'm assuming it's playing.
I did, yes.
Well, I'm also giving it a
Success.
Because, I mean, I'm just hyped. I mean, if you're gonna make me watch a Fox show, this is what you're gonna do. Normally, and since this is post Crapopolis, I'm a little more like willing to watch Fox shows than I would have been if I didn't watch that show before. So,
Right.
I don't know. That's my only apprehension. It's just made by Fox. Like I know Married with Children was made by Fox, but current Fox animation, I'm more apprehensive about.
If they find the right team. If they find the right team, it can be a better movie. Or better show, sorry.
Let's see. Do you think they'll keep it as dirty?
They have to.
Yeah.
How can they not just amp up the sex in it too?
Yeah. But even just the raunchy dirtiness, just all of it, just the constant offensiveness that makes the show what it is.
Well, if they don't pick on fat people, then something's wrong.
Like I don't think they're gonna do the no ma'am stuff.
They have to. If they don't, they've done it wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry. Al's gonna set up the Florida chapter of No Ma'am.
I want to hope he discovers the Florida chapter of No Ma'am.
My people. My people. Yeah, I'm into it though, bud. I'm very, very much into it. I hope it happens.
All right. Well, until next week, guys. Go find this somewhere, and hopefully by the time this airs, there'll be more news. We'll actually have an idea of what this is.
A level of confirmation.
Right now, we have maybe a leaked trailer, which is already brought me so much joy.
Hey guys, this is all Kyle's mom's fault. Shut up, Cartman. Kyle's mom is the one that started that damn club, and all because she's a big, fat, stupid bitch. Don't say it, Cartman. Wait. Don't do it, Cartman. Wait. I'm warning you. Okay.
Hello, peasants. Want to kill all humans?
Work there, dude.
We'd like some money.
Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
Who's ashamed?